Since today is the first day of October, why not to make a Halloween 2015 texture as the episode? These demons are known as chickens. And that down there's the cow. And that's a wolf. And the wheat looks weird. And the pumpkins actually look like pumpkins. And for some reason I don't feel like being anywhere near the cocoa bean plant. And also the sugar cane seems to be Halloweeny colors. Here's my inventory. Here's what's in this box. Here's what's in the food chest. Here's what's in this chest. Here's what's in this chest. Here is what's in this chest. Absolutely 100% of what you really missed, I have in this chest. A 1, a 2, a 3 iron picks I made. These here are all the cakes. And that's a pumpkin, which is in jack-o'-lantern form. That's the glass. Now time to start saying it. These flowers are some of the creepiest flowers in Minecraft. Which I hope it's not just me who thinks that. And this pig is pretty creepy. And the sheep are. And how dark it is by default to give a spooky-ish sight probably tells you I'm not entering the nether in this texture. One of my wolves are here. And this here villager's just creepy. And the Fletcher is like this. Here's the weaponsmith. Here's the armorer. Now time for me to head back to the house and go to sleep. Because I'd say it's dark enough to do that. And all the flowers in this picture scare me. And this music is unsettling at best. Especially when it's so dark. Which is kind of what they intend with this Massa Pack. Yes, I dropped a name that you will probably want to hear more of. Yep, this is the Halloween 2015 Massa Pack, which contains the vampire, the Grim Reaper, the devil, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the mummy, werewolf, ghost, which if I don't see any other textures I like, I'll be evil wizard, the bride of Dracula, Frankenstein's bride, the girl, scary clown, evil robot, Grega the Grim Reaper, which I'm not sure what Halloween based the thing it's from, Ancient Mummy, Zippy Zombie, Scarecrow, which I think this one's from the Headless Horseman, the Wicked Witch, which let me have a guess on where it's from. Since the name is Wicked Witch, I'd say it's either the Wicked Witch of the West or the East from... What is that show? From... I know it's a show in which there's a girl named Dorothy who has a pet named Toto. My papal helped me remember. Wizard of Oz. There's Dr. Insecto, which I have zero idea from where it is from. Why not tell me in the comments if I am not sure of anything? And Insecto Ant, and Insecto Wasp. I think all three of these are from where Dr. Insecto's from. Mad Scientist. Tree Face, Stumpy, the Invisible Man, which I actually saw the movie from where I think it's from. Papal, isn't the Invisible Man from Monsters vs. Aliens? I'm talking about the more recent rendition, aka the version I saw on TV. I think the Invisible Man is from Monsters vs. Aliens. At least a form that it probably referencing in the 2015 Halloween Massacre. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which I'm not really sure which rendition it's talking about, but I highly doubt it's about the book. I mean that movie in which there's 3 books, which I know what it's called, the Page Master, which they both made an appearance in the horror session, which includes a kid who found 3 books, which are named Horror, Adventure, and Fantasy, which all help him out along his way, including fighting Mr. Hyde after Dr. Jekyll drinks a potion of sorts, which I believe it's based off its base material, which I know it's a book, Igor, which I think the most reasonable thought is it's from the movie called Igor. Baron Samedi, Madame Bridget, Steve Anatomy, which is half Steve, half a skeleton. Alex Anatomy, which is half Alex, half skeleton. So saying, Alex is the no-pack female Steve, and Steve's the no-pack male. Ectoplasm Steve, which is Steve covered in ectoplasm. Whoa, didn't mean to press home there. Ectoplasm Alex, which is Alex covered in ectoplasm. Arrowhead costume, which is a female with an arrow through her head. Knifehead costume, which is a male with a knife through his head. Ghost pirate costume, which, to be honest, I think I'm gonna be this. Actually, I won't. Ghost pirate costume female, and male, Mad Doctor costume. Ghost costume, which, do you recall those ancient days in which you made your own costume? Which, tended to look like this. You were in a sheet with eye holes cut in it. Swamp monster costume. Reptile monster costume. And back to vampire. Now time for me to go back to where I was. The ghost. I know. This video hasn't had any progress for being 15 minutes long. But then again, I did discuss about the logistics of a real thing according to mythology and shows you've watched. And before you start wondering, no, I'm not from the 1800s. Due to by now, if I was in the 1800s, I'd be deceased by now. As in by now, I would have already lived through World War I, World War II, and I'd be pushing 300 at the moment. Which, just saying, scientifically don't have any sense for that to even exist. As a realistic thing, now does it? I'd say no, it don't. Due to the fact, in a reality setting, you wouldn't survive if you had to for such a long time. As in, you'd kinda be pushing 500. Which, technically speaking, due to laws of science, yes, I understand that people don't like to hear about science sometimes. But thing is, in school, I've always been interested about the world around me. I was interested about stuff so insignificant. Oh yeah, lava's green. So saying you'd have a great chance to see what this world looks like. Because all throughout Outdoor, I'm gonna keep this texture pack on. Just because of the fact, well, It's October, so why not use a spooky texture? It makes sense on a logical standpoint, don't it? Oh yeah, that thing. And the reason why it was so dark back there. I had to change course for this way because of lava. Leading to my impending doom. Is that? Sure looks that way. Three diamonds. I've been taught. I'd say I've taught you by now why. Diamonds are such a valuable resource. Due to the lighting, I think I may wind up needing more torches than I would otherwise need. Forsaken. R1. Due to the fact it's to my left. I'm not gonna fall for the trick it wants me to do. I gotta... Satan! Yes, I know I technically could. Divert my path so that because I've only got one torch, I was hopeful that was iron. Have the 3 diamonds, which I'm not gonna be intent on using as a means of making something I myself would label as a useless item. And I happen to have 2 iron ingots. And I happen to have put up all my sticks. Okay, probably just stick. But still a big thing, really. I think I have a good idea what to title this video right now. But first up, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's safe to. Look down. So I don't see it. Whether be... Hey. I know I technically can. Smelt iron. Well, seems like I'm showing something off. You can smelt golden weapons for a gold ingot. So saying kind of a good trade-off. And if my iron picks weren't as valuable as they currently are, I'd show you another tactic you can take to get materials should you run out of iron. Thus far, I actually happen to have 3 diamonds. Theoretically, 12 iron, which yes, I know. But thing is, one of the iron isn't yet fully crafted. I mean, 2 of them isn't fully smelted. Technically speaking, judging by how the Halloween sprite for the puppy is, I wouldn't be surprised that the puppy was meant to be a rose. Why don't I show something off? About the matter of wooden picks being smeltable. Thus, the very next time I need to smelt something, this pick's being smelted. As a material. Put those 3 ingots there, nuggets there, those there. To make it 15 of those. Just saying that 90% of the stuff available to eat in Minecraft in this texture I wouldn't eat. How come, you may wonder? Well, look at the bread. It has a worm in it. Yes, I know. That's not something good to say, is something good to hate something for. But it just don't look edible. Due to the fact that Why do you want to eat something that looks like that? I'd say that tree's worthy of a good old chopping using a watermelon. Just saying, I like practically every Let's Player there is. So if you know a Let's Player, feel free to suggest that YouTuber. Due to during the time it takes to upload these videos, I actually watch Let's Plays and theory videos. Thus, I actually have a very big connection to theoretical videos. I'd say my current torch quantity is a good amount. I am walking for a reason. Yes, I know, walking slower than running. Here it is. Those astute viewers know that I believe in conserving my materials. Such as, I have a bowl of lava, so why not take advantage of it as fuel? Or if I ever feel like it, as a trash can. Or a way to make infinite portals to the nether. Because if I feel like it, I could. But the question that would need asking is, should I? Yes, so theoretically speaking, I'd have a higher probability of zombie pigmen appearing. But that's where all the good evidence ends. And where I have to start making predictions on how far should I go. I'm thinking at the moment about... Here I was. Is it just me, or did the screen dim when I was about to start digging? If you heard the term strip mining, I think you may have heard it from other YouTubers. That I'm not gonna mention here at the moment. However, I will admit strip mining isn't something I just came up with. I heard about the tactic from someone who attempted to at least to get 100 diamonds. And from seeing some of his videos, I'd say he's done a pretty good job. So why not attempt his tactic for mining purposes? Yes, his Let's Play is mainly off-screened, but thing is, I consider off-screening only useful for grinding. Such as maybe you'd want to be able to get to somewhere big in a video. Off-screening's a good idea. But off-screening is something that can be done wrong. win you off screen to the point that you're doing the progress factor. I'd say this is a long enough video. So, would you like me to keep up this texture pack for the rest of October? Or would you like me to change him? Just saying, if you vote in the comments, I will at least be able to know your choice of the matter. However, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.